And you're absolutely right. They are. And they think it's okay. Anything goes. And I also cover at the beginning of the U.S. section tomorrow what we've talked about regarding the commandeering, actually, in the future, the distinct possibility of that, of 401ks and IRAs. And there's another bill been presented, it's called SEAL, 401k savings accounts. This is something that they've dreamed up so they can keep people from getting their money out of their 401ks.
And they're also talking nationally.
What next?
They're also talking nationally about another withholding where they take it and claim it's a government 401k for you, like Social Security, but you have Social Security and this new private one.
That's right. And it flows into the general fund, and they steal it all.
Well, why shouldn't they?
Unbelievable.
I mean, why shouldn't they, Bob? They've got cops coast to coast taking money out of old ladies' purses. I mean, it's just insane. Back in 1 minute, 5 more minutes with Bob Chapman. We'll jam in a few of your phone calls. To get a free complimentary copy, digitally or hard copy, of the latest international forecaster, you can call 1-800-686-2237, 1-800-686-2237 when you call Midas Resources. I wish I could get to all these calls, but let's try to jam in some. Stan in PA, you're on the air. Thanks for holding. You're on the air with Bob Chapman.
Thank you very much, Alex. I was on hold for an hour and a half at least regarding the pre-tribulation issue that you brought up earlier. Is that all right if I talk about that?
Yeah, no, but we won't have time. You don't have to preface it. Yeah, people saying that the world's the rapture's tomorrow, and these same groups do this over and over again, and it's idiocy. Go ahead.
I'm the founder of a small disability ministry, 501c tax-exempt nonprofit, and we deal with this all the time. And really, that's an outgrowth of the prosperity gospel. And shortly defined, the prosperity gospel is name it and claim it. In other words, in Jesus' name, if I believe I should be driving a Mercedes-Benz, well, I claim it in Jesus' name. And if they, in regards to suffering, which you were getting to earlier, they believe that suffering only happens because one of two reasons, and that's because it's either the devil's fault or it's sin in that person's life. Now, I had a daughter who, at 2, she stopped talking. At 2 1/2, she stopped walking. At 2 3/4, the seizure started. And she had 2 disease states, Batten disease and Williams syndrome. Long story short, we're actually receiving a patent for our work. We extended her life 5 years. She passed on about 2 1/2 years ago. And this is for God's glory. And her life was for God. Because when the disciples came upon the blind man, they said, "Hey, Jesus, who sinned, this man or his parents?" And Jesus said, "Neither sinned. This man was born this way for the glory of God." And then he healed him. That's
right. Nobody can calculate God's plan. Stan, I'd love to talk more, but we're almost out of time. What do you think about these movements with the 2012 for the people that aren't religious to buy into end of the world, Christian groups, Catholic, Protestant pushing it? I mean, do you agree with me, Bob, that it's a way to just get people to think it's all over, so why should they be involved in anything and just lay down?
Yes, and it's an ultimate distraction. There's nothing closer to people than their religion, and to distort it is very powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just sick and tired of it. I mean, let's say the world's going to end next month. You're still supposed to stand up against evil and corruption. It's the ultimate cop-out.
That's right. So you got to keep on doing what you're doing, and if it ends, it ends. That's too bad.
Well, they've only had this doctrine the last 150 years, and I know that you've studied history. How many times have people laid down to tyrants thinking it's the end of the world?
Oh, it goes back for centuries. Look at the early Christians. And who knows before that? We don't have, complete histories of things that happened perhaps 200 years and further before the birth of Christ. The great library in Alexandria was wiped out by fire. Probably had most of the world's history in there.
Yeah, it did. Really, it's a way to give up. And I see this.
It certainly is.
I see it in secular people. I see it in other religions other than Christianity. To just say, "Oh, the world's over, so I'm not going to do anything." I mean, I call it the ultimate loser pill. It's just I'm just giving up.
Well, we try to help those people and do the best we can doing it.
Well, you watch. The world isn't going to end tomorrow. The rapture isn't going to happen tomorrow. And we're going to be the discredited ones because we're right, Bob.
And that's okay. That's the burden that we have to carry.
Bob, it was great having you on this week, and I look forward to having you on with us next Friday ahead of the holiday weekend. And be safe, my friend. We really appreciate you there at the internationalforecaster.com.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you all for listening. We really appreciate it.
We do, and folks are waking up, Bob. The awakening's happening faster and faster.
We're breathing down their necks, as you say.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. Great job to the crew. Everybody have a great weekend. I'll see you back Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Sorry to all the other callers. I didn't even get to a lot of the news today, but I'm getting better about it. Keep watching Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Keep spreading the word. We're supposed to be the salt of the earth, folks.